Thank you very much. I'm honored to announce this guy because I've known him for a lot of years, and in his own words, he says he's nearly famous. Well, the reason he's famous is because of a lot of things he's done. I already mentioned about his awards in BCCMA of entertainer and singer for years. This guy hailed from Ontario, and he moved up to Alberta, and he worked for a music store way back. And I think he said, to heck with it, I'm selling all the instruments, why don't I buy one? So he bought a guitar and he moved to BC. They started playing music. But anyway, this guy's traveled from Mexico to the United States, all over doing singles, Canada of course. And one time he phoned me, I was down south and he was playing in this place somewhere in California. He said, when you come out and see me? So we drove all this way and we couldn't find him. And I phoned him again, and we got this county, and there was no booze, there was no honky-tonks where he was playing. It was the wrong county, and they have these counties in the States where there's no drinking. And I said, that can't be where Denny is. But anyway, it was a different county, we missed him. But anyway, I want to tell one quick thing. Is one time we were having a few drinks, and we both were betting on our telecast. He's got a telecaster like mine, and he said, what year is yours? He said, it was such and such a date. And I said, well, I bet you mine's older than him, yours. So we had a few drinks, and we took our guitars apart, and we found out that they were made the same day. Exactly the same day. Absolutely the same day. We thought we both won the bet. But anyway, I have one other thing that I had the pleasure that we worked together. We had a band called Austin Party for a few years. We're a house band at the Barnett Social Club, they call it. But it was the old Barnett Hotel, and we had a couple of good years there. We actually put out a couple songs at Austin Party, and we had a song called Can't Take the Hat Off Me, which was Song of the Year in 1979. So we've been working together for a lot of years. And big hand for Denny A. It deserves an award for this. And he's living up to his expectations. He's not going to take the hat off.
Stick around here, Ed, because there's a couple of stories that he hasn't told. I'm not going to tell them because I don't think they'd be allowed on the show. But I was kind of hoping that we'd get to do Austin Party on the show, but unfortunately there were complications with the copyright or something. I think your manager there had something to do with it, I'm not sure. Were you talking to Ray about that? Just kidding, Ray. Anyway, I have to tell you, I am deeply honored by this. I had a speech already, and I was going to tell you all about how crappy the record business is and everything. And Ray got up ahead of me and did the speech. So what I'm going to tell you is a couple of little things that over the years, I was reading the history on the website, and a couple of things that happened over the years that I'm going to mention that I was involved in. One of which, by the way, interestingly enough, is getting the Hall of Fame started back in 1987. And I think we put Ray McCauley in there, the first inductee. We had quite a controversy trying to get the Country Music Association outside of the Lower Mainland. So one of the things that we did was change it to the BC Country Music Association, and I'm very happy that they've kept that name. There used to be a tradition, I don't know if they do it at the award show anymore or not, but if you ever heard a song that Eddie wrote called Country Music, that was the theme song for the awards for many years. And great country song. This guy writes great country music, I'm going to tell you. And it was a pleasure working for him over many years, and we still, once in a while, get together. I think it's been a while now. But I share a stage with him anytime I ever got a chance to. Great guitar player, and fortunately, because I'm not, and he never made me learn any of his licks, so that was a good thing. I guess we did actually do one song that I got to do one lead part on, and that was Can't Take the Hat Off of Me. I got to do 4 notes on that, I think. Pretty proud of that. Because it makes you a guitar player, sort of. Right? And so I've been touring out in Alberta, and And, oh, and I was going to mention, Expo 86, I did about 89 shows there. I was actually the Vancouver Sun pick of the country. I'm very proud of that. But the best part of Expo 86 is I happened to be president of the association for a couple of years, and I was talking to Jimmy Pattison, and I mentioned to him that there wasn't any BC country artists booked at Expo for pay-in jobs. Lots of jobs, there were lots of people that went there and just got passes and stuff. And turned out we got an awful lot of people booked there on pay-in jobs because he got his executive assistant to look into that, and sure enough, we got a whole lot of people employed. And Expo was a great year for country music here in BC, I can tell you that. Anyway, I got off the board in '87, and I haven't had much contact with them since. I started touring a lot down in the southern states and stuff, so I wasn't around enough to really do an effective job. But I stayed out of the dry states pretty much, yeah. I couldn't believe him when he told me about that one, because actually the next county over is the one where all the drinking went on, and he missed it, so I don't know how you do that. Anyway, I want to say a big thank you to my parents, number one, because they were very instrumental in getting me into this business. My mother, because she encouraged me, and my dad saying, go get a job, you can't make a living out of that business. And, but I started back about 1952. My uncle owned a dance hall, and I got a chance to get up and sing with the band. I was 7 years old then. You don't have to do the calculations, I was 7. And I got a nickel and an ice cream cone for doing the song. And I thought, man, this is the way to make a living. So I'm still getting about the same kind of wages, but I still enjoy playing. And in fact, I want to mention this. I have a lot of my family here, and I'm really grateful that they're out here. And in fact, I'm grateful some of them haven't disowned me over the years. But we had a great time last night over in New Westminster, a little party that we put together over there. And you know, one of the things that I'm going to say about music for anybody that's out there that's in the business or thinking of getting into the business, there's always a price to pay for everything you get. And the big price is always your family, if you're on the road. So I want to say thank you, and thank you for coming out here today. And I'm not getting off the stage, I'm not going to be as long as Ray, but I'm not getting off the stage without saying a really very special thank you to all my friends that come out here today, and especially my wife of over 30 years now. Take a bow, honey, you deserve it. And I'm also going to mention that there's a few people that have bought CDs already, and I didn't have my autograph pens there, but autographs are always free with me. So if you don't catch me on the way out, we have a hospitality suite going after the show here on the 3rd floor, so come on up, say hello, buy a CD, get one signed, do whatever, have a drink, say hello. Well, look forward to seeing you all out there. Anyway,